Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mr. English Teacher. Before we start today's video, let me ask you a question. Do you brush your teeth once a year for 5 hours straight? Sounds funny, right? Of course not. You brush them for just a few minutes every single day. But what does this have to do with learning English? Well, let me explain. Learning English works exactly the same way. Studying for hours on one day and then doing nothing for a week doesn't lead to real progress. What truly builds lasting results is consistency, studying a little every day. So, what does consistency really mean? It means doing something regularly, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired. That's what creates real growth. And in today's video, we'll talk about how daily English practice and repetition can transform the way you speak and understand English. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's get started. Why is regular practice so important? Reason 1. Your brain learns through repetition. The more you hear something, the more your brain remembers it. If you hear the same English phrase over and over again, it becomes automatic. It sticks in your memory. Simply put, more repetition, stronger memory. That's why you should keep reviewing what you've learned. The more often you repeat, the faster and more naturally you'll recall it. Reason 2. Practice makes speaking automatic. Everyone starts slow when speaking English. You pause, you translate in your head, you hesitate. That's totally normal. But if you practice a little every day, your mouth starts to get used to English. Your muscle memory kicks in. Eventually, you'll begin speaking without thinking too much. That's the most satisfying result of daily, consistent practice. Reason 3. Your confidence grows. When you keep practicing, speaking, listening, writing every day, your confidence naturally increases. You stop fearing mistakes. You start enjoying progress. Each small attempt makes you better. Over time, you'll realize that practice itself has built your self-confidence. In short, study less, but study every day. Let's go back to the toothbrushing example. Brushing a little every day is far more effective than doing it once a week for 5 hours. Think of babies. They don't start speaking perfectly overnight, right? They learn little by little, imitating what they hear. Your process is the same. Trust yourself and trust the process. Now, I often hear people say, but I don't have time. How can I study English regularly? So here are 5 simple steps you can follow. Step 1. Listen to English constantly. This might be the most important advice you'll ever hear. Listening is the foundation of language learning. It doesn't matter what you listen to, a podcast, a short voice clip, or a casual conversation. And no, you don't have to understand every word. What matters is giving your brain constant English input. Keep your brain surrounded by English. While walking, cleaning, or drinking tea, always have something in your ears. Do this consistently, and soon you'll notice that both your listening and speaking skills improve dramatically. Step 2. Practice the shadowing technique. Yes, one of my favourite methods ever. I'd even say it's one of the most powerful English learning techniques out there. If you're new to my channel, here's a quick explanation. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and repeating exactly what they say, almost at the same time. You become their shadow. For example, if I say, I'm going to the school, you repeat, I'm going to the school. It's that simple, but incredibly effective. It improves your pronunciation, rhythm, and fluency. I highly recommend watching my detailed video about the shadowing method on this channel right after this one. Just do this for 10 to 15 minutes every day, and after a few weeks or months, you'll be amazed at how fluent you've become. Step 3. Read short stories or simple news. You might be wondering, where can I find these stories? Easy. You have a phone, a computer, and internet access. Just search simple English stories on Google. While reading, you'll come across new words. That's completely normal. Don't try to translate every single word. Instead, guess the meaning from context and keep reading. This helps your brain learn English sentence structures naturally, without effort. Step 4. Write short paragraphs. I know what you're thinking. My English isn't good enough to write. But don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just write 3 to 5 sentences about your day. For example, today I went out with my friends, we had coffee, the weather was great. Or write about your plans. Tomorrow I will go shopping. Short, simple writing helps you build your vocabulary and express yourself confidently. Step 5. Speak English to yourself. Sounds funny, right? But trust me, it's one of the best techniques. When you're alone, talk to yourself out loud. I'm making breakfast. I'm cleaning my shoes. I'm going to work. If you only study silently, your mouth never gets trained to speak. That's why many people feel shy or awkward when they try to talk for the first time. Speaking out loud trains your brain, mouth, and ears all at once. The more you do it, the more natural and confident you'll feel. Let's quickly review. If you listen, read, write, and speak using these 5 steps, will you sound like a native speaker tomorrow? Of course not. But something important will happen. You'll improve. You'll learn a new word, understand a new phrase, and little by little, English will start to feel more natural. Do this every day, and your brain will gradually adapt. You'll stop translating in your head, start thinking in English, and your sentences will begin to flow naturally. After just 4 weeks, you'll notice a huge difference. English won't feel as hard anymore. You'll remember words faster, use the dictionary less, and feel much more comfortable writing and speaking. You'll start thinking, yes, I can do this. I'm not perfect, but I'm improving. And that is true confidence, slow but steady growth. Remember, make a daily plan and track your progress. Seeing your own improvement keeps you motivated. Set a timer. 10 to 15 minutes a day is enough. Promise yourself, I'll study for this time, then stop. Try to study at the same time each day. Morning or evening doesn't matter. What matters is turning it into a habit. Also, choose topics that match your level. If you're a beginner, don't start with advanced speaking goals. Start with basic vocabulary and simple expressions first. Consistency is like watering a flower, a little every day. At first, you don't see much change, but one day you'll look back and realize that small seed has grown into something beautiful. And remember, I'm always here with you on this journey. I'm Mr. English Teacher, your guide and your friend in learning English. If you're just starting, my ebook, The Beginner's English Guide, is perfect for you. It's filled with everyday expressions, visual examples, and simple, practical methods that will help you build your English foundation naturally. You can find the link in the description below. And of course, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I share daily motivation and practical English tips there. Thank you for watching, my friend. Remember, small steps lead to big changes. Stay consistent, believe in yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.